Hey YouTube, got another Transformers review for you today. I know I don't usually do Transformers reviews, but I really like this figure, so I wanted to stick a review up, let you guys have a look at it. I haven't done any reviews for a very long time because my internet's been down for a very long time, and it's finally back on today. So hopefully I'll be able to stick quite a few more reviews up for you guys, and yeah, so let's get into it. So we have Transformers, Fall of Cybertron, Starscream. Here's a box, just your standard sort of box. Nothing special about that. Nice picture of him up there. There's stats down there. There we go, there's that boring box. And then Starscream himself. I really like this figure. I know that a lot of the Fall of Cybertron figures have been getting a bad review from a lot of people because they are quite small, and yes, they are quite small. There is no getting away from that. Starscream doesn't seem to suffer from looking as small as the others. Now, when I had him in hand before I got home, because I opened him up in the shop, got this guy from kapowtoys.co.uk. Check them out. I'll stick a link in the bottom. I thought he was going to be bigger, but he's not. If I show you him next to Optimus Prime, he's actually smaller. And these guys are small. If you stick him next to Generations, Scourge, it's not too bad. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, he is taller by a lot. And then with the Viacon from the Transformers Prime line, so you can see they are quite small. I mean, Optimus Prime's head's down there, Starscream's head's about the same height, so they are quite small. And Prime really should be a Voyager. Perhaps maybe Starscream should have been as well. But anyway, let's get those guys out of the picture. Yeah, he's really nice. I really like him. He's got a nice sculpt to him. He looks just like he did in the game. The head sculpt is really, really quite nice. So if I can get it to focus on that. Focus. You can see in there the light piping is really good. That's a really good shot of him. So yeah, he's a nice figure. I like him quite a lot. Articulation is pretty good. He's got the ball joint on the shoulders, hindered a little bit by the arms, but you know, he doesn't need any more than that really. He's got a twist at the bicep joint, and then a double joint in the elbow. I think it's a double joint. Yes, it is. Double joint in the elbow, which is good, and then his wrist turns as well, same on both sides. His head moves. It's a little bit hard because he's obviously got lots of stuff going on his shoulders. Nothing in the waist, but he's got the hips, ball hinge, so you can get the full range out there. He's got just a single joint in the knee, and that's it. I mean, his toe for transformation does articulate. I suppose you can get him in a sort of a running pose with his toes, or a funny little dance. So articulation is pretty good on this guy. His wings move back and forward, and you know, this moves his shoulders there as well. But I wouldn't say it's articulation. That's just more for transformation. It's quite easy to transform. Good to transform. Now, I don't often do transforming on camera. Well, I don't do Transformers reviews because I'm not the quickest. But we'll give it a go and we'll see what happens. To transform him, I haven't read the instructions, so these may not be instruction accurate transformations, but this is how I transform him. Push these bits forward, and then you unclip the little post, pegging a hole in there, pull that apart, and you want to turn his head round, because the head is visible in vehicle mode, so you turn it round so you can't see his face at least, and then these are like a joint, and a joint, so you want to pull this up and straighten it all out, and then push the head back, and that clips in there, so that whole bit goes straight, and put these bits down. The arms, they fold in like that, so in, turn it round, and push it back, and it sits in like that, and you've got a little peg there, goes into a hole here, so you do the same on this side. Get it the right way round. Now I found that they don't necessarily peg in that well together, but they do kind of hold in place with the feet, with the legs going up there anyway. So there's that, and then the legs, fold this bit at the front out, and you've got the nose cone there, and then the whole leg assembly goes back like that, and then you've got a peg and a hole, and you just peg them together. And there we have Starscream in his Cybertronian jet mode. Like I said, the head is visible, but you turn it around and it's not too bad. I didn't say actually in robot mode, but he's quite hollow in the middle. You can see right through him, but as long as he's posed in the right way, it doesn't detract from the figure. His gun is probably one of my favourite things on this. It joins together like that, and it looks like a gun out of the game. And you twist one side, and both sides move. You can do it from down here. And these pull apart, and you can have them attached to the arms in robot mode, or holding it as like a gun, a big gun, which I think looks better because it looks more game accurate. And then you can peg them into there on the bottoms of the wings. And there we go. I think he looks good. He looks like a Starscream figure, so I'm happy with him. I think he's really quite good. Scale wise on vehicle mode, let me just transform Optimus Prime quickly as I can. When I first got these figures, I wasn't too impressed with them. I picked up Optimus Prime and Jazz because they were on offer in Toys R Us, and I thought they were quite poor. Really, just like everyone's opinion is pretty much the same. They're not that great, and the scale is really quite small. They're not Legend scale or Scout size scale, but they are small. They're just small deluxes. They're deluxe size, but just on the smaller scale of it, on the smaller end of the spectrum. But I've had them and I've played with them. I got Shockwave as well, and after playing around with them for a little while, they are quite good, and they do look accurate to the game. It's not completely transformed correctly, but I was just doing it quickly so you can get a size comparison. And so in vehicle mode, he is big. He's bigger than Prime, which is, not how it should be, but he is. So it's quite a good size vehicle mode, really. It's definitely a figure I'd recommend picking up. He's really nice. I mean, he does. If you like the game, you'll like him because he does look really accurate to the game. His head looks brilliant. It's a really nice head sculpt. So yeah, that's what I think of him. Let me know what you guys think. Like I say, check out kapowtoys.co.uk. They've got all of the Wave 2 Fall of Cybertron figures in stock. I'll put a little link down for you. So yeah, here we go. Thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.